schwankt kalten Fisch genau.
One night they awoke to find a volcano had erupted near their city. On the night of January 23rd, 1973, life on the Icelandic island of Heimaey seemed completely ordinary. The fishing boats rested quietly in the harbour. Families slept peacefully in their homes. A cold winter wind swept across the dark North Atlantic, and the small island community settled into another quiet night. Then, shortly before midnight, the ground began to shake. At first, the tremors seemed insignificant. Earthquakes were not unusual in Iceland. But within minutes, the shaking intensified. Windows rattled, furniture moved. People woke up in confusion and fear. Outside, something extraordinary was happening. A long crack suddenly opened in the earth, just a short distance from the town. From the darkness emerged a terrifying glow of red and orange. Molten lava burst into the sky, illuminating the entire island. A new volcano was being born. The eruption had begun only a few hundred meters from people's homes. Within hours, the peaceful fishing community of Heimaey found itself facing one of the most dramatic natural disasters in Icelandic history. What was the evacuation process like? As lava fountains rose hundreds of feet into the air, emergency alarms echoed across the island. Authorities immediately realized the danger. Nearly 5,000 people lived on Heimaey, and the advancing eruption threatened the entire community. Fortunately, luck was on their side. Most of the island's fishing fleet happened to be in the harbour that night because of bad weather at sea. Those boats would soon become a lifeline. Residents were told to leave everything behind and head for the harbour as quickly as possible. Families rushed through dark streets, carrying only a few personal belongings. Children clung to their parents. Elderly residents were helped aboard boats. Behind them, the sky glowed red as lava continued to erupt from the growing volcanic fissure. Within only a few hours, almost the entire population had been evacuated to mainland Iceland. It was one of the most successful emergency evacuations ever carried out during a volcanic disaster. The people had escaped, but nobody knew what would be left of their homes when they returned. As the lava advanced towards the harbour. As the days passed, the eruption showed no signs of slowing down. Rivers of lava slowly crawled across the landscape, destroying everything in their path. But the greatest fear was not the destruction of individual homes, it was the harbour. The harbour of Heimaey was one of Iceland's most important fishing ports and the economic heart of the island. Without it, the community could not survive. Scientists and engineers watched with growing concern as lava moved closer and closer to the harbour entrance. If the lava blocked the channel, fishing boats would no longer be able to enter or leave safely. The consequences would be devastating. An entire town could lose its economic future overnight. As the glowing lava advanced day after day, it became clear that drastic action would be needed. For the people of Heimaey, saving the harbour became a race against time. The attempt to stop lava with seawater. Stopping a volcanic eruption was impossible. But Icelandic engineers believed they might be able to slow the lava itself. Their solution was unlike anything ever attempted before. Massive pumps were brought to the island. Long pipelines were constructed across the volcanic landscape. Millions of gallons of cold seawater were pumped directly onto the advancing lava flows. The goal was simple: cool the lava, slow it down, and, if possible, change its direction. Many experts doubted the plan would work. After all, the lava was reaching temperatures of more than 1,000 degrees Celsius. Yet day after day, workers continued spraying seawater onto the glowing rock. Slowly, something remarkable happened. The outer layers of lava began to harden. The advancing flow lost speed. In some places, its direction changed entirely. Around the clock, crews worked in dangerous conditions, battling heat, toxic gases, and unpredictable volcanic activity. It became one of the most ambitious volcanic engineering projects ever attempted. And against all expectations, it began to make a difference. The destruction of homes. Despite the efforts to protect the island, not everything could be saved. The eruption continued for months. Lava consumed streets, gardens, and entire neighborhoods. Some houses disappeared beneath thick rivers of molten rock. Others collapsed under the weight of volcanic ash falling from the sky. What had once been vibrant residential streets slowly vanished beneath black volcanic landscapes. Families watched from afar as the homes they had built over generations were swallowed by the eruption. In total, hundreds of buildings were destroyed. Entire sections of the town ceased to exist. The physical damage was enormous. Yet, amid the destruction, there was one extraordinary fact. Thanks to the rapid evacuation, almost every resident had survived. The island had lost buildings, but it had not lost its people. The traces that remain today. Today, more than 50 years later, the eruption of Eldfell remains visible across Heimaey. Visitors can still walk through neighborhoods where houses lie buried beneath layers of lava and ash. Some structures have been excavated and preserved as museums, offering a glimpse into the night when the volcano changed everything. Above the town rises Eldfell itself. Once a violent force of destruction, it is now a quiet volcanic mountain visited by hikers from around the world. From its summit, the scars of the eruption can still be seen across the landscape. For the people of Heimaey, Eldfell is more than a volcano. It is a symbol of survival, a reminder of nature's immense power, and a testament to the determination, ingenuity, and resilience of a community that refused to give up. The eruption of 1973 reshaped the island forever, but it also created one of the most remarkable stories in Iceland's history.